Hello everyone and welcome back to more of the council. We have just opened the first of I don't know how many stages of this lock. They gave us we just opened the door, which we guess was Golgotha, chapter 19 verse 17 about the crucifixion of Christ. Which was the opposite to the fresco, which was a mislead, a red herring, as another way of wording it. So let's have a look. Yeah, let's have a look at this wheels.
There must surely be a connection between the wheels.
Let's look at the icons.
There are different icons on this wheel, but it looks like some of them can't be connected to the other wheels.
Right, okay. Let's ask some advice. I mean, look, she's an occult expert compared to us.
Mother, what do you think?
As I told you, I didn't get that far. Nevertheless, these icons do represent moments in the life of Christ.
Okay. It's free, so let's use that one.
Now, given the difference between the number of icons and the number of towns, I think that only one path connects all the wheels with one another. Let's try to connect the theme I've chosen with the rest.
Okay, fair enough. If that's crucifixion, waves, I think the top left one is something to do with birth, maybe? I can't remember what that one on the right hand side is, that little symbol. It looks like an occult or whatever. That candlelight looks like some sort. Wait, is that reference to like a Last Supper or something? I can't even recognize what the hell that other. Looks like a cup or some strange thing. The bird. Don't know. That cross with those what looks like that is spikes or something. That spiky moon, best way to call it. Hang on, didn't Christ wear something for his crucifixion? Or am I completely off the beaten track there? Let's see the dates.
This wheel contains several symbols made up of one or two figures and one letter. The highest figure does not exceed 31, and each letter corresponds to a month of the year. A for April, and M for March. I think these symbols must represent a specific date.
Okay. Excuse me. Let's have a look at this then. Oh God. Okay. So what are we looking at here? So anything that doubles up, we've got Shaban, Nisan, March, April. Okay, that's a decent place to start, I think. Good, 3 for Nisan. Okay. Right. Okay. Look at the moons.
This wheel represents the different moons.
Oh, perfect.
In the occult sciences, we represent the full moon by an X. As for the dark moon, called the new moon, in cults, it's often associated with something harmful.
Okay, so that's the full moon, which is kind of obvious. The dark moon, the full moon. Okay, I'm guessing this is probably going to tell us, the Amalaric Sphere is probably going to tell us that anyway, so I probably don't need to worry about that. Look at the mechanism.
Look at this. There are notches between each of the wheels. So, I have to link the name of the town from the theme I've chosen to an icon, then to a date, and finally, the date to the moon.
Okay. Right. I want to check something first. Oh. That's... Oh, God damn it. Let's go... The details. Here we are.
You could see that the paint has come off in parts. Difficult to see what was there, but I can distinguish the letters N-R-I. Nothing more.
Let's go for both of them.
Why, of course. They're part of the initials I-N-R-I that you can find on the cross of Jesus at his crucifixion.
Okay, let's translate it.
Why, of course. I-N-R-I. Jesus Nazarenus Rex Eudorum. These initials stand for Jesus the Nazarene, King of the Jews. This is the inscription which appears on the cross at the crucifixion of Jesus.
Okay. Alright. Let's have a look at something. Okay. Right, so we're looking for crucifixion labels. Oh boy. What the hell is this? Oh, okay, right, that's just that one.
Chapter 19, verse 17. Jesus was crucified on the 8th of Nisan, 3793, in a place near Jerusalem. The Romans put a crown of thorns on his head.
Hang on a minute. 8th of 13. Wait, didn't that just say? Let me just read that again.
Chapter 19, verse 17. Jesus was crucified on the 8th of Nisan, 3793, in a place near Jerusalem. The Romans put a crown of thorns on his head.
Okay, that hang on a second. Whoa. If Nisan is equal to April, then 1397, so it can't be Nisan. Okay, so that crosses that out. So if each of these is referencing to a specific... Oh, hang on. 3 May. Okay, now I'm really confused. Oh god. But is that misleading though? Okay, let's check the moons. Oh god. Next town's not there. Okay, that doesn't help us at all. Hang on. For the sake of it.
Chapter 24, verse 3. Jesus rose from the dead on the 14th of Nisan, 3793, in Nazareth. He appeared with a halo above his head.
Okay. Because it's after a crucifixion, excuse me, and it's during that time, I'm going to stick with that pointy thing because I believe that's the halo. That's the closest resemblance I've got to it. That's the day after. The hell? Wait a second.
Chapter 24, verse 3. But when they entered, they did not find the body of the Lord Jesus. While they were wondering about this, suddenly 2 men in clothes that gleamed like lightning stood beside them. In their fright, the women bowed down with their faces to the ground. But the men said to them, "Why do you look for the living among the dead? He is not here. He has risen. Remember how he told you while he was still with you in Galilee."
Okay, this doesn't make any sense to me at all right now. Oh, God. let's get out of this. Let's actually have a look at Amlaro's spear for once. I'm kind of set on that little, what do you call it, sharp halo-looking thing. It fits with the time of the crucifixion, so I think I might stick with that. Oh god, the other stuff I don't really know what's going on here.
During new moon, the moon is entirely in the shadow. Then, the shadow moves from west to east, meaning left to right, and goes through the following states: waxing crescent, first quarter, waxing gibbous, full moon, waning gibbous, last quarter, waning crescent, and the cycle starts over with a full shadowed new moon.
Okay, so let me just have a look at something here. Okay, so if it's to do with life and death, I seriously doubt it's going to be about the full light or full dark. I'm literally just I'm just pulling some random crap. I'm just pulling something out of my head right now. I mean, it's not. Yeah. When I think about these games, it's not supposed to be something which is intellectually just sort of way too out there. I mean, it's sometimes it just has to be. I mean, it's not going to be something where it's just match the bloody, you know, like not like a children's puzzle where you just fit the square, fit the shapes of each different type, the shapes into the type of slots. It's not that ridiculously simple, but sometimes you have to look at these with an amount of simplicity. Like, it's not like in real life or in those movies where it's those, you know, super difficult irony. You know, it's not supposed to be that way. At least I don't think so. Which makes me think it's one of those half moons. The problem is, which goddamn way is it? If we're fitting to Golgotha, then that would have to be... So if they're left to right, excuse me, so there's 8. Okay, so we're looking at the third and 6th. Okay, 3rd and 6th. Let's have a look at this. I'm trying to know what they're called. I'll see if I can write them down. 3rd and 6th. Okay.
During new moon, the moon is entirely in the shadow. Then, the shadow moves from west to east, meaning left to right, and goes through the following states: waxing crescent, first quarter, waxing gibbous, full moon, waning gibbous, last quarter, waning crescent, and the cycle starts over with a full shadowed new moon.
Huh? Dark? What the hell? I'm so confused right now. If that's the dark moon, full moon I assume would be a dark moon, so excuse me, so if that's left to right, then that would then be a shadowed new moon. Oh, hang on a minute, a full moon would be that and the shadowed would be... Oh god, my brain has just gone completely upside down. That really doesn't help. Oh my god. Okay, so the full... Okay, so... Oh god, my... You have to bear with this is going out of my head here, so... Bear with my repetition here, so... Okay, so that's... So waxing gibbous... Oh no, hang on, sorry. Wait a minute. So that would then be... Wait. 3... There's 8. Oh god, hang on a sec. Sorry, my brain's gone to sleep at the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. Quarter. So assuming that's the first quarter. Hang on a second, let's just write this down for a second. First quarter. Last quarter. I'm assuming that would be 4, 5. Oh no, hang on. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh god, mate, hang on, hang on a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5, 6. Oh god, my brain's over counting. That's what it is. That does not help. Okay. So we're talking about, so pull 7 then, so that would then be hang on everything, you have to bear with me on this one. Brain and mathematics went out the window. Doesn't help. So technically it should be okay, so from the full moon it's pretty obvious because that's the full bright one. I'll throw my pen around, that really does help, doesn't it? Not. Okay. So that would mean last quarter. Okay. Right. Okay, now I just have to work out which one belongs to which. Oh god, that's going to be really confusing. Okay. So, on the moon.
The moon's shadow moves from west to east.
Ah, okay. I don't. Okay. Let's have a look at this. I don't see any. Was there any? Don't believe there was Nissan. What? There wasn't Nissan. Okay, we can take that option out the window. Okay. So that would then mean either be. Ah, God. So how does that represent though? Let's say for each quarter, so what represents the quarters then? Well, I suppose I might just go through them all. Actually, what isn't represented on here? Tishri? Is Tishri even mentioned? No, but neither is Nissan. That's interesting. Okay, that's interesting. Hang on a minute. Let me test something else out. I've got a really strange feeling about something, and I want to test a theory out here. So bear with me. Let's write down dates for a second. So 1A, 3G, okay. 3G, 8A, just so I can compare them. 6M. What the hell does that say? 16 26M. Oh, my brain's losing it now. Hang on, because that's in order. Oh, hang on, that probably didn't work. Just bear with me a second here. Oh, it's F. Oh my god, no wonder I couldn't read it. It looks like a B from a distance. Is that 26? Hang on, I'll just pick this up. Sorry, I've got to write these down here. It's it's not... Game doesn't exactly make it easy to read these things. So 17F, okay. Right, then we're looking at something 2. I've got no idea what the hell that means. 29S. Okay. Okay, so actually I'm actually gonna make an assumption here, which is really bad of me, that the one with the blood would not be correct. So that means that possibly the full moon, new moon. I have to double check something there. So 29S. Okay. You got 26M. And you got some date that I don't even bloody recognize. It's a 2, but I don't know what that means. Okay. Oh god, this is gonna get very confusing now. Right. Okay. So let's look according to dates, shall we? Wait. Thank you. Excuse me. So obviously representing to months. So, oh my god, let's just go through them.
8th of Ramadan, 553, waxing crescent.
Okay, so what's full moon? Sorry, full. What's the quarters then?
13th of Shaban, 607, waxing gibbous.
Okay.
7th of Shaban, 607, first quarter.
Okay. Right.
19th of Jumada al-Awwal, 639, waning gibbous. 5th of Jumada al-Thani, 609, waxing crescent. 30th of Ramadan, 554, waning crescent. 6th of Rajab, 611, waxing crescent.
Okay.
20th of Du al-Hajjah, 561, waning gibbous.
So this must be crescent?
6th of Layar,
Wait.
3789, waxing crescent.
Wait, so... What the hell?
Fifth of Jumada al-Thani, 609, waxing crescent.
So... Wait.
7th of Shaban, 607, first quarter. 19th of Jumada al-Awwal, 639, waning gibbous. 13th of Shaban, 607, waxing gibbous.
I'm trying to find the last quarter.
8th of Ramadan, 553, waxing crescent.
So, hang on a second.
The moon shadow moves from west to east. During new moon, the moon is entirely in the shadow. Then, the shadow moves from west to east, meaning left to right, and goes through the following states: waxing crescent, first quarter, waxing gibbous, full moon, waning gibbous, last quarter, waning crescent, and the cycle starts over with the full shadowed new moon.
Okay, so let me just have a look at something. So you got first quarter and last quarter. So this on the left is the first, that's the last quarter. Okay. Oh my god. To be honest, I'm kind of totally lost here. It's gonna get to a point, I think, where I might actually just have to purely take a guess. Which seems ridiculous. Shaban, what the hell does Shaban represent, though? Two for 607, but I think
7th of Shaban, 607, first quarter.
okay. So there's two for that first quarter. I haven't had a last quarter. Shaban. Let me just try and find something. I'm gonna see if I can find any clues in text that reference to the word Shaban.
Chapter 19,
Oh no, this is not gonna
verse
happen, is it?
17.
Well, it might.
Jesus was crucified on the 8th of Nisan, 3793, in a place near Jerusalem. The Romans put a crown of thorns on his head. Chapter 19, verse 17. And he, bearing his cross, went forth into a place called the place of a skull, which is called in the Hebrew Golgotha, where they crucified him, and two others with him, on either side, and Jesus in the midst.
Okay, hang on a minute. I think we need to go back and have a look at... let's have a look at something here.
Chapter 24, verse 3. Jesus rose from the dead on the 14th of Nisan, 3793, in Nazareth. He appeared with a halo above his head.
14th of Nisan. That... but it doesn't fit with it. That's the problem I've got. It doesn't fit with the profile. If I want to assume that in the birth is via that, is for simplicity out of the new coming for being the halfway point. This I'm honestly just guessing here. God, I'm really confused right now. Genuinely, I'm very confused right now.
Chapter 3, verse 18. Words truly pronounced in Abagash.
That doesn't mean anything. God.
Chapter 5, verse 2. Jesus cures the sick and lame on the 8th of Adar, 3791, in Jerusalem, at the pool of Bethesda. All stand and fling away their canes.
Okay, we can ignore that then.
Chapter 1, verse 9. Jesus was baptized by John in Jordan on the 9th of Hesvan, 3852.
Okay, we can ignore that one as well.
Chapter 2, verse 2. Publius Sulpicius Quirinius was born in Lanuvium.
That doesn't help me at all. these. Oh, resurrection. Hang on a minute.
Chapter 24, verse 3. Jesus rose from the dead on the 14th of Nisan, 3793, in Nazareth. He appeared with a halo above his head. Chapter 24, verse 3. But when they entered, they did not find the body of the Lord Jesus. While they were wondering about this, suddenly 2 men in clothes that gleamed like lightning stood beside them. In their fright, the women bowed down with their faces to the ground. But the men said to them, "Why do you look for the living among the dead? He is not here. He has risen. Remember how he told you while he was still with you in Galilee."
Hang on a second. Let me just... I need to check something here. Okay, so... What's neat? What? Okay, if Shaban... What the hell does Shaban represent, though? That's what I'm having a problem with. I don't think it's... Not F. I doubt it's... And it's too early, I think. Too late for February. Too late for September. Don't know what the bottom one is, but I'm going to discount that. Excuse me. Ah, God, this is doing my head in, to be honest. I don't think it's going to be April. 8th of April. There is an 8, but I don't know, just there's a 14th, so the conflicting dates, so that would mean I have to take Nisan out the picture. I don't like when things conflict, because it usually means it's a red herring. And since there's no, like, 12th here at all, not that I can see, so that would only leave... is that January? Oh god, let me look here for a second. That would mean that... excuse me. Let's have a look. There's no J, so I could probably take that out. April, I don't know. Yeah, don't think that makes any sense. We haven't any. So if I'm gonna cross off April, because I can't even say it now. There's no script or have anything relation. There's not been to do with this. I'm gonna cross that out. So, in my personal opinion, it is either 26th or the 6th of March. And since the only thing there that says March is the 26th, there's no 6th. You know, call me crazy, but I'm just using blind logic, just for the sake of argument. I really am using blind logic here. I'm probably completely stupid, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to, now I believe it was first quarter, and I'm going to do 26th of March, or is that, I don't know whether it's March or May. They got the 6th of May, but that's on Nisan. There's so many Nisans though. The problem is that I know this sounds a bit ridiculous, but excuse me. Tishri has never been mentioned, and I think there might be a reason for that. There's so many Nisans to choose from, but for me personally, it's like a red herring. It's like there's intentionally so many to confuse you. Since there's no Tishri, Tishri, and like there was no Golgotha. It's like it's so obvious that it's stupid. And you know what, for that exact reason, I'm going to choose the 26th of March on the first quarter. That, well, I think it's... Anyway, the one next to the 26th of March, that I'm pretty sure that's the first quarter. Anyway, I'm going to go with that. Okay. Oh, hang on a second. Let me just get a bit closer. I've got to see the dates now. Okay. Sorry, I just got to turn my head to the side a little so I can see what the hell I'm doing. Okay. Yes. Right. It's the moons. I might be completely crazy, but you know what? The only logic that makes any sort of... I mean... It was ridiculous in logic that pulled Golgotha not being anything mentioned that that's the right thing. So if I were to follow the ridiculous logic there, that would make sense. That would be the 26th of March. On that, what I think is the first quarter, I probably got that wrong, it's in Golgotha with the crucifixion, 26th of March. Yeah, I'm going for it.
I can feel the lever at the bottom.
Good luck.
Here goes nothing.
I never doubted you,
Yes!
my son.
Oh my god! Holy shit! Oh, sometimes stupidity really does pay off at times. Occasionally. Oh my god! Are you kidding me? Hey, logic. Stupidity of logic at times. Oh my god. Oh god. Excuse me. Wow. That did my head in. That really did my head in, everyone. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, like I said, it made surprising sense if it was stupidity of the ridiculous logic of whatever wasn't there. Like Golgotha, it wasn't there. But it had, like, it was to do with the crucifixion, that made sense. But there was, in Golgotha, like, it wasn't mentioned in any other text, but it was there. So it was the obvious thing. It was not instant, but it was there in like a subtext, you know, and the crucifixion continued through that path through there, but because Tishri was not, it wasn't mentioned anywhere, and it's usually done for a reason. History, I don't want to say anything, and Nissan, there were so many dates, it was like the most obvious red herring there, like, oh, choose between these three, but I doubt you'll get any one of them correct. And the last quarter, there were references there, so that made me think it was that one there. The 26 was associated with Tishri, so that's why I went there. So there you go. Oh my god, that was fantastic. Okay, anyway, successes. I got all the keys that my mother asked me to find. Beautiful, we did that. I found my mother's lost cross. We did that. I knew we had to look for the fine tooth comb. I reviewed the conference results with Manuel Godoy. Good. I unlocked the first wheel of the crypt door. I cracked the code of the crypt door. Yay! It didn't even lose an arm. Yes! Come on. Get us to another... Ah, damn you! Excuse me. Okay. Let's finish occultism. Let's... Ooh, that's tricky. I don't really need agility, to be honest. I really don't. I could finish erudition. But do I need it? That's the thing. I probably don't, to be honest. Let's focus on these a little more, shall we? Let's put these... Do I need etiquette? That's the problem. I probably don't need etiquette. We're finding more conviction in our version. We haven't had much of conviction to begin with, but we might have some more to coming up. So I'm gonna say, oh, there's other manipulation as well. We haven't had much of that though. Let's stick with conviction. Let's do that. Oh. Actually, you know what? I'm glad about that. I need a break. I've done my head in. That's done my head in there. It's probably done all of your heads in as well. Oh my god. Oh, that. Oh my god, that was. That was practically mind numbing. Excuse me. God. Well, that was quite interesting, yet. A proper brain teaser that really makes you think. Anyway, I'm gonna end this part here. I'll end this part here and I'll see you next time for the next episode in the council. See you then.